I think we all know that Twice had to come back, and I know a lot of people are very hyped about Dahyun, Momo, and Chaeyoung's new rap. So I thought I'd make an unedited video right here and just talking about what I've found in these flows and show you guys the flows and everything. And let's just dive into this because I know you guys want to see it. So here is the transcription of Twice's "Set Me Free" rap. If you want to hear this like lined up with the music, the link to that's in the pinned comment and the description. It's on my second channel, not CarKpop. But yeah, so this is the flow. The first 4 bars, which is surprising because I think this is the first time ever that Dahyun has more raps than the others. I know, surprising, right? And then the next 2 are Momo in these mixed triplets, and then the final triplet run is Chaeyoung, obviously. So my thoughts on this real quick. One, Dahyun has the most unique Twice flow we've heard. I don't know if we've ever heard dotted eighths in a Twice rap before. I think this might be the first time that we've ever had it. Very cool to hear Twice doing that. Very cool to hear Dahyun doing that. I do have one complaint about Dahyun's rap, and I'll get into that. I want to talk about the positives first, because the most positive thing, and what this video is probably called, is Momo has actual rapper chops. Yeah. I'd argue that Momo's 2 bars right here are the best, because at the end of the day, they all technically had 2 bars. It's just that Dahyun got to repeat her bars, because it's just these 2 bars, and then she repeats it, like with different lyrics, but repeats the same flow, if we're talking about flow, right? Momo then, my voice just cracked, oh my god. Momo has these 2, and then Chaeyoung has these 2, and I'd say Momo probably has the most interesting because of this dotted 16th into the did I say 16th? Dotted 8th note into the 16th note, and then back into the triplets, which makes this really cool. She starts off here, so she starts off with a pickup. So that's really cool. It's just like, so it's just triplets. Very cool. And then Chaeyoung also has a pickup note, which makes hers a little bit interesting, but she just also does a triplet run, ends on 8th note. And then Dahyun, as I mentioned, has these dotted 8ths into with 2/16 pickup before it, and then an 8th note there. So yeah, why do I think Momo is the best? One, her delivery. This is probably the cleanest delivery we've heard from her as a rapper. It's so unique, very ear-catching. She's almost mixing that fake singing voice, but with her rapping style. Because normally Momo, I've never really liked her delivery. I always thought she had a very weak delivery, and her like enunciation was always extremely slurred, like not purposefully slurred. Like if you listen to some hip hop rappers who slur their stuff, like Swervy, for example, right? It's not purposefully slurred. It's just like she's not too clear enunciating, like separating the syllables in the rhythm. But she did really well here. And if you go listen to the link that I put in the pinned comment and everything, and it lines up really well, on top of her having this really unique voice, and probably the most unique among the 3 of them, that stands out extremely well, which I love in delivery. When I'm judging delivery, like delivery is always up to the person. It's extremely subjective. There's so many people who don't like Soyeon's delivery, for example. I think that's a horrible. Oh, why do people like Soyeon? She sounds like she's squeaking at me. Stuff like that, right? Well, I personally enjoy her delivery. I think the thing that's telling about delivery is, 1, if it's unique, and 2, if you have variety in it. And you're able to throw in some whispers in the same song, that you have some intonation in the same song, that you have some voice inflections in the same song. That, like, if you could do all these different kinds of deliveries in the same song, I think that says a lot, on top of being unique as well. And I think Momo has the most unique delivery. While she didn't have any variations of it in here, I think it's the most unique, besides just knowing Dahyun and Chaeyoung that really well. So yeah, that's why I think, like, I don't know if Momo, like, I know she doesn't want to be a rapper. I know she's not a rapper at heart, so I don't want to hype myself up expecting more from Momo like this, but I would be interested if Momo started getting more raps than Twice, even though it's been 8 years now and it's only been a few raps, but still, I would definitely be interested. And then we can also look at Dahyun real quick. I don't have much to say on Chaeyoung. It's just like a nice triplet run. I dig me a triplet run. It's nothing that skillful, but they always sound amazing. So shout out to Chaeyoung, because she has a nice, it doesn't mess up at all. It's very clean. I have nothing to say. Just very clean. No complaints. No hypes. It's a simple but well done triplet run. And then let's get into Dahyun. So Dahyun, while I did praise her because it is the first time that we've ever heard a flow like this in Twice, I don't want to tell you off. Yeah, whatever that is. My one complaint is that she repeats the flow. So if you play this all the way through, and you can in the link in the pinned comment. Da 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 da. It's the exact same flow. Repeated. The only reason the fourth bar looks different is because Momo has the pickup here, which makes this into like a triplet with a missing note in the middle. But still, it's the same 2 bars, but then repeated. I wish Dahyun spiced it up a little bit. Threw a little triplet in right here. Yeah, so my one complaint is I wish Dahyun had more variety in her flow instead of repeating it for 4 bars. This could have been this could have been a triplet if I want to mess this all up. We could have made this a triplet. Oops. Like this, so it would have been and then maybe this time they could have put the triplet here. I'm making this up on the fly. And it would have been shorter, but it would have been cool nonetheless. Like, so her rap would have maybe, and then we could switch this up and make this. This is still the same amount of syllables, so we could have done maybe the opposite. I'm adjusting this live for you all. Oh my god. Live stuff. Anyways, like imagine if her rap was this. 4 different bass, or 4 different varieties of the same flow, right? Like, wouldn't that have been cool? Maybe we do it like that. I don't know. Let's try that real quick. Oh, that would have been cool, yeah. I don't know. There's so many different things, and she just repeated it at the same time. I know it's the person who produced the song that repeated it, because it was probably made, the English version was made by the producers probably, and then they just restructured it with the same flow, but in the Korean language. I get that, but I think there's so much potential for, hell, even putting some more triplets in. Like, what if the front bass was just always triplets to set up the triplet run? And then that would have made it so smooth into, like, to transition into the next one. Get rid of that, make this a triplet, and then bam, look at this. Imagine if this was the rap. It would have went so smooth into Momo. And then it would have started the triplet run. I don't know. That's my one complaint with this rap is I appreciate Dahyun exploring the new flows, but, you know, there's potential to, like, that's what I want to see in the Twice rappers. I want to see them kind of push it a little bit instead of, like, you know, always doing the, you know, okay, we threw in a dotted eighth note this time. Woo! Anyways, I need to undo everything I just did because this is not the rap. Yeah, so that's my only complaint. But overall, very happy that Dahyun threw some dotted eighth notes in right here. No matter what they say. I'm very happy with Momo. Extremely happy with Momo here. Momo is by far my favorite part of this verse. And then Chaeyoung, solid triplet run. I can't complain about that. But yeah. There's my thoughts on the Twice album. Overall, I did enjoy Set Me Free. I playlisted it. I'll probably make a second channel video on my thoughts on that. But yeah, go subscribe to Not Cool K-Pop. Subscribe here if you're not already. Thank you for joining me. I do love me some Twice. So if you are a once here, feel free to subscribe. We talk about rap stuff all the time. And join our Discord. Link in the description down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of a breakdown. And thank you all for joining me. I'll see you guys next time. K-Pop and chill this safe way. Bye, everyone.